All right, I'm here with Mr. USA Champion, Jon Tsui. Jon, let's talk real quick about eating on a budget. I think a lot of our people who follow us want to know, how do you do bodybuilding on a budget, eating healthy on a budget, right? Jon, what do you do? What do you do to eat healthy and, get all the vitamins and minerals and macros in?
Yeah, as a basic principle, every meal that I have has at least some component of carbs, fats, and proteins. Carbs are very cheap, so I think a lot of America has had a problem with eating right, or just having too many carbs because they're so cheap, and they overeat, and then they have unwanted weight gain. You can look into protein powders. It's possible that, as far as the math goes, like, you might be able to get a decent amount of bang for your buck by volume, basically. But chicken can be pretty cheap. I know we have an avian flu issue right now, so chicken might be coming up in price. Pork's actually pretty cheap as well. It might not be quite as lean as chicken, but honestly, fat, I don't think we should need to be as afraid of fat as we used to be.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I think, to me, pork loins, I do that. Chicken breast, I get at Costco, about $2 a pound. You know what I do? I do a lot of Brussels sprouts, all right, peas. Vegetables should only be about $1 a pound. Vegetables are really cheap. And stuff like peas has protein in it too, right?
Totally, yeah.
So I like that a lot. Pretty much, I think if you cook vegetables and like lean meats, right? I mean, you're gonna pretty much get everything you need. You're gonna get the fiber, you're gonna get vitamins, and you're gonna get protein, lean protein.
Beans and nuts. Actually, nuts are pretty expensive, but beans are they're pretty inexpensive. So
sunflower seeds. That's what I get. I get raw sunflower seeds at Trader Joe's. It's like $2 a pound. So that's really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Peanuts are pretty cheap. I like peanuts.
Walnuts. Almonds are a little more expensive.
Almonds are more expensive. Yeah, especially got a drought and stuff going. It's pretty much, I make it real easy. I just go to Costco, I buy a bunch of vegetables, I buy a bunch of chicken breast, frozen. Jon, what do you think about frozen vegetables and such?
Frozen vegetables, for a bachelor like me, I honestly hate going grocery shopping, so frozen stuff is always, it's not going to spoil on me fast, as quickly as fresh stuff is.
Yeah.
So frozen stuff works for me. I don't think it's any less nutritious. And then actually, and as far as going back to carbs, I mean, brown rice is about as cheap, but I mean, you can buy a 25-pound bag. Make sure it's in a airtight container. I had an issue with I guess the moths got into it, like it was just crawling, but so I had to throw that whole bag out. But brown rice is cheap. It takes a little longer to cook than white rice, but it's you have the bran on the outside of the grain of rice, which helps buffer the absorption of all the carbs in the germ.
That bran is really good. Well, there you go. We'll give you a bunch of options. Leave some comments, leave some questions below. We'll try to answer them. All right. I'm David Pat.
Jon Tsui.